The Los Angeles-based artistic community has many gatherings at Ildy's prestigious oceanside estate, Le Petit Château de Montignac, where today a small but elite group of artists, scholars, and diplomats get to see a private showing and honor the world-famous painter couple Americo and Eva Makk. Through the depth and beauty of their art, they touch our souls and spread hope beyond frontiers, uniting people from all cultures and ethnic diversity. The magic touch of their brush brings alive on the canvas the most prestigious presidents such as Ronald Reagan and Jimmy Carter, famous movie stars, political figures, and historical moments, as well as monumental murals in mighty cathedrals around the world, leaving us inspired, motivated, and spellbound. Our multi-talented hostess, Ildy, only had a short notice to throw together this memorable event. Yet she prepared a cold buffet, provided a pianist to enhance the atmosphere, and made her home presentable overnight. It's so nice to have you guys.
Well, we feel like celebrities here.
You are celebrities. Especially you, Phyllis.
Yeah, especially.
I'm going to bring down the book with your paintings.
Oh my God.
I've got the coffee table book here. Engagement, so thank you so much for making it. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a wonderful presentation today. We have, but I am not going to say anything because Ambassador Bokor will say a word. And we would like to say hello also to Mrs. Bokor, who is always very gracious and very nice to be here with us.
Thank you so much. So first of all, I'm very happy to be here, and let us thank for Ildy for being a gracious hostess today. It's a very nice event. We have here a beautiful couple, the Makk couple, Eva and Americo, coming from Honolulu. Just yesterday they arrived from Honolulu. This is a beautiful Hungarian couple, artist couple. I would say that more or less, I don't want to be punctual in the times, you know. Around half a century they are doing what they do together. This is unbelievable. So I had the chance to be in Honolulu maybe 2 years ago and to visit them in their house, and then there was an exhibition. And moreover, there was a beautiful piece of art, a huge, I guess some 2 to 3 meter, let's say, like that, a huge piece of art which was just inaugurated that day when I was there with my wife in Honolulu, and they sent it back to Hungary because there is a museum of war, what we say. It's not a very dangerous museum. It is a historical museum of war and different fights, of historical fights. It's a beautiful place in the center of Budapest, in the former King's Palace territory. And there on the first floor, on a huge corridor, you feel the Middle Ages when you walk there. You see approximately 13 huge paintings now donated by the Makk couple to the Hungarian Museum of War. I don't want to talk more because they should talk and then their painting should talk, so I encourage you even to have questions if you want for them, because they have a very, very rich life full of history.
Thank you all of you to be here.
And we feel very, very pleased to be able to show you some canvases. What is really so very impressive in art is that you get something that will enhance your life physically by having a beautiful, beautiful piece of art in your home, and yet it's something that will withstand centuries to come. And subliminally, it really catches your spirit. We have testimonial to this effect, and psychologists can tell you that a painting, as probably you all know, it's very important for the decoration of your home as well as your well-being spiritually. We painted cathedrals, basilicas, presidents, 2 of them of the United States, and others Brazilians. We have been working with art all our life. I met my husband in art school in Rome when I went from the Academy of Paris to Rome. And since then we have been just dealing with art, which is phenomenal because we create images that will suit your soul. And our repertoire is so varied, from horses to flowers to street scenes, and just phenomenally rich, close to your sensibilities. And I hope you enjoy this show, that you are the very first one to see some of these paintings. And they are not in a frame, but we have a few pieces upstairs in a frame, so you can visualize it. All of you have good imagination, so you will imagine how it will look with a frame around. I met Americo. I really didn't want to do the kind of work that would be so very close to his, because I have my own style, which is plein air, lots of colors, very impressionistic. However, when we went to Brazil, we got commissions in basilicas, cathedrals, and we worked together on big canvases to join our styles, not to diverge too much from each other. So in some ways you will see similarities, because we did those huge murals. We did the largest ceiling of one subject matter, the coronation of the Virgin, in a basilica, a cathedral in Brazil. So you will see some that will really merge, almost like, I'm not only married to him, but my art is also married to him. The Hungarian Revolution started when we were still living in Brazil in '56. And when we moved to New York in 1962, we discussed things in New York, and the Hungarian colony was there. Americo painted and I painted things that happened in Hungary at the time, and that was the very first effort that we did to celebrate Hungarian, basically bleeding for the love of country and freedom. So when it was every 10 years, we did something special. Americo and I painted paintings, and finally in '86, we had quite a few big pieces, like Sir Ambassador told you, as big as this wall, and we presented them in the press club in Washington, D.C., and after the press club, President Reagan sent their representatives to open the show in the press club, and then it was shown in the Senate Rotunda for 2 weeks. And then the previous year we did the same thing. It was taken to Washington, D.C., and we had more and more pieces. So by that time, already we absolutely didn't ask any artist to do anything, because they didn't. Not in Australia, not in Brazil, not in New York, nowhere. But we felt it's our duty, because we believe in human freedom. We believe in human dignity, and there is no dignity when you have to be afraid of whoever is managing your life in your country. Anyway, finally, when Hungary was basically sort of free, and Antal was in power, I was busy, I wasn't here at the time, Americo was. They asked him to put the paintings that we had in the hotel which was in the Biltmore Hotel, in the Crystal Room, and that's when Antal asked Americo, could we have these paintings back in Hungary? And we said, okay, we'll donate it, why not? And that's how it went to the Historical Museum in Budapest, finally. The very last one was the Pozsonyi Csata, which really was the fight that would determine Hungarians to be eliminated from Earth. They won the war against 100,000 Germans and other people with 30,000 braves. And some of them were basically from the field workers, because it was in the month of August and everybody was out there in the fields. But they defeated this war, and so we are still existing. So this is what you wanted me to tell them. Thank you.
When we came to the United States, the United Nations right away invited us, and we had a big show in New York and in Washington, D.C. When we were telling them that we are Hungarian, there is hungry, there is hungry. So, and we felt that we have an obligation to show to the world that the 10 million people able to give the maximum success in any circumstances.
Very nice.
Wonderful.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And then 2 years ago, when they came to Honolulu to visit with us, we were invited from Budapest, from the Hungarian National Museum of Art of War, and so we had a big ceremony. I mean, I don't know how many hundreds of people, and we got the special gold medal of the Hungarian nation for her and for me, what we did.
Yeah, it was a very, very nice, beautiful painting. Now,
So basically your painting was showing the history of Hungary
Yes.
around the world. A lot of Americans don't know about Europe.
They didn't know anything, you know.
Yeah.
And they,
Very nice.
And we are in the middle of the Hungarian history, and doing more and more and more. So no nation has this kind of initiative, what we are doing. That's it.
Edward Teller was the one also who opened some of our shows in Washington, D.C. And I asked him, Eddie, we had dinners and lunches many a times with him and his family. I said, I know that you were born in Hungary and raised in Hungary, however now you're here in the United States. And if you would have had any choice of any country to be born in, where would you have been your choice of birth? He said, Eva, if I wouldn't have been born and raised in Hungary, I wouldn't be the man I am. So enjoy the evening, and thank you so much for being here. And now we'll give you just a viewing of the pieces. Thank you.
Yes.
1 second, let me get my key.
Yeah. Thank you.
5. I'm going to use it.
That should be the front page of the Hungarian newspaper.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go upstairs now to continue to see the collection. There are some very interesting pieces that I'm sure Eva will be talking us about history. And
is that more than what we just saw?
Yes.
First king of Hungary and first king in Europe. First Christian.
Well, first Christian king in Europe.
Yeah.
Not the first king.
The queen here, look at her face, look at his face.
It's
I mean,
Queen.
gorgeous.
What was her wife's name?
Gorgeous people, sometimes you see the faces, they ugly, but look how gorgeous
And,
is the features of this man or of this woman.
And this type of
Look
people.
at this character here with the bone structure
They
and
are
everything.
from Germany, from France, from England, and so forth. And the bishop came.
He wanted to hear from his
At that time, printing is almost impossible.
Oh my God. This is why I checked to see.
Well, that's the first one that you were showing.
Huge collection. We don't have to show it like this.
So then they don't frame it, then for the next show, then they take it out.
Well,